I'm going to call him Woody.
Woody. Oh, we're off. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of the MSU live stream podcast. Hope everyone is well and enjoyed Daytona the weekend. It's my favourite ride of the Supercross. I know it's a lot of people's favourite. I actually wanted to go this year, but obviously because of COVID, I couldn't. But next year, I think if the family want to go, so we're all going to go. Me and Dad decided that we was going to once a month get someone on from either our Instagram page, Facebook page, or someone who just gets involved a lot. And this man has been involved in the page and gets involved, likes, shares, everything for us. So he's our first person to be coming on and doing the chat with us. Reese boy.
Hello, mate.
Special guest.
Special guest in the house. So Reese,
what would you rather go? What would you rather go by, Reese or Woody? Have you got a nickname?
Yeah, call me Woody, mate. That's fine. Everyone calls me Woody.
Woody.
It's cool and that.
Woody.
Yeah.
Like Woody off Toy Story, Woody, yeah?
Yeah, boy, that's the one.
Right, let's see. Let's have a little play around. Yeah, that's better. I'm big. It's all about me. Which one do you prefer?
Any.
That one.
I'd rather not.
That one.
Yeah. No, I'd rather not have the whole screen of you.
Or that one.
Yeah, that's about even.
How is everyone today? Hope everyone's good. Get in the comments how you are and what you've been up to and stuff. All right. Let's get me little thing going along the bottom. I ain't got that on there going today, have I? Little ticker.
Archie Stapely straight in with a high.
Is he? Is that Arch? Tell him to press the register button. Donut. Right, here we go then. Heat 1. Reese, you can go first.
Well, I thought that it was good to see Pierce Brown back up there, getting that podium straight away.
Yeah, it's good to see him back on the bike, isn't it? After, ACL is quite a big, what's the word I'm looking for? Injury.
Yeah, especially when they've got getting reconstructed and everything like that. It's pretty gnarly, isn't it?
Yeah, and then they say the first big stamp of the foot is always risky, isn't it? After that.
Yeah. I've seen some YouTuber called that Dio, and he had done his, and he dabbed it, and that was pain straight away.
Yeah, so
Did you do your ACL bolt?
Nah.
You didn't.
Nah.
No, yeah. Because that Pierce Brown, he looked good last year, didn't he? And then obviously he had some serious speed, and then when he was out, it was good to see him back. Is he Japanese? Is he?
No, he's from.
He looks like a weird, looks a bit like Mitchie. I thought.
I'm sure he's a California kid. Both the pros, Hammaker, good. Have a good start for Hammaker, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Out the gate, old shot. Pro circuit 1 and 2 on that one. Must have been good for old Mitchie, that one, keeping his boys up front. Little fact I found out that McAdoo in 2016 come second to Faulkner in the amateur ranks around Daytona.
Yeah, but you didn't hear about the other fact, did you?
What?
You picked up about that, but did you know in 2016 his mum drove him there in just a little van?
Yes, I did know that.
You didn't mention it, did you?
Yeah,
it's like the battle of the facts today, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be a bit like that today, mate. That's all I've got. Crown had a big crash, didn't he, and ended up in the LCQ. Yeah,
I felt a bit gutted for Jay Crown. I liked him.
He was flying, wasn't he?
He's got some speed, and there was quite a few red flags, weren't there, in the 250s?
Yeah, it was in the LCQ, wasn't it? Was there one in? No, there wasn't one in that heat, was there? Heat 2. There was heat 2, the first red flag.
Yeah. Yeah,
come on, guys. Everyone's really quiet tonight. Where's everyone's get involved?
Bailey. Martin was back, wasn't he, in heat 1?
Yeah. It was,
he had a
McAdoo,
fifth.
Hammaker, Brown, Bailey, and Amart. Yeah, it's good to see him back, actually, after his crash last week, wasn't it? Bang on the old headers. You've got to be a bit careful there, haven't you?
Yeah, a bit concussion.
Heat 2, see Ryan Soaps lining up.
Yeah, I thought that was quite smart. That just shows the raw talent that he's got, being able to just turn up.
Mate, he's awesome, isn't he? Because he does like
so
flat
good.
track, enduro, everything, really. And anything with 2 wheels, he's awesome at.
Yeah, that Red Bull series they've done on him, I thought
Yeah,
that was quite smart.
He seems to have been riding for years, isn't he? He must be about 100 years old because he feels like he's been around forever, isn't he? And he's still fast.
Yeah, still seriously fast. Did you see? What was it? Munoz?
Yeah, T-bone.
Yeah.
Is it Munoz? Is that how you say it? Munoz?
Yeah,
something like that. And he absolutely decked him.
Proper T-boned him, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then Hunter obviously got the whole shot on that one. Good to see him out front. And that's when it got red flagged, I think, just after that.
Yeah, he looked good. Hunter looked strong, didn't he?
Yeah, he did look strong. I thought he was going to be in for a shout at a win, to be honest.
Yeah.
Second start, Hunter, same again, whole shot.
Yeah. He looked up. To be fair, he looked kind of like he's starting to kind of feel his flow a little bit. I thought now with the suit. I know Daytona is more of outdoor. It's like an outdoor track, isn't it, which he prefers. But getting the starts and stuff, and just I bet it was good for him to lead them couple of laps. And it's always nice to get a heat win, innit? I'd take anything
like that. Yeah. Obviously, Cooper had to come from behind, didn't he? He was well down.
He had a mare, didn't he, Cooper?
Yeah, he had a little slide coming out the tunnel, didn't he? There, went off the track. So
I think that's what it was like for Cooper all day. Really, he just couldn't get it all.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't seem to have the flow, did he? Like or the consistency. Like he did. He just sort of dominated the first round at Orlando, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that's his kind of thing. Though he's either all out or he kind of there.
Yeah, if he gets out front, he's fast, isn't he? But then if he's not out front, he struggles, I think. Gets swallowed up.
But that don't win you championships. There's no good being the fastest one week and then I know he did kind of end up doing all right, but I see a massive factor is they was mucking about wheel tyres, weren't they? Tyre changes and stuff.
Some of them had the sands on, some of them had the normals, didn't they?
What would you have run, Woody?
Woody, what did you run?
I don't know, because looking at how deep that sand was, and that was deep, gnarly sand through that one section, I thought the advantage you could gain from that could win you the race, possibly, you know what I mean?
Because when they were coming out there, they were all trying to get back, weren't they? Hook up, just to get a bit of grip.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought, like, getting that small advantage.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if it didn't give you a disadvantage around the whole rest of the track and the start, then I think I would have run the sand.
Yeah.
A lot of them was running sand. McAdoo run sand tyre.
If you're going to crash anywhere, it's going to be there, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Mate, there was some pile-ups there, weren't there?
Yeah, some good pile-ups there. So Hunter won that. Smith, Styles Robertson, good ride from him. 19-year-old rookie. Looks good, doesn't he, on the Husky?
Yeah, he's fast. I don't know. To be fair, since it started, I haven't really noticed him. But I've noticed him at Daytona because I thought, who on earth's this kid was watching him? He's got some raw speed as well.
Yeah, he looked steady, didn't he, for a while?
Yeah, I think he'd be one to watch.
I think there's some good up and comings on this side. Anything else on the Heat 2?
Yeah. Harrison's bike packed up, didn't it?
Yeah, the old muck off.
Them old shitty Hondas. That's Oldenburg's one packed up, didn't it? And then Harrison's one packed up. So I think there'll be words in with the mechanics about what's going on with the bikes.
Yeah,
that's the pain.
He obviously had to go through the LCQ, didn't he?
Yeah. But other than that, mate, all I've got is Hunter whole shotting twice.
Yeah.
I've got Sipes mega T-bone and red flags. That's what I've got at the moment.
That's me as well. What you got, Reece? You done?
Yeah, I've got the same stuff, really.
Yeah. Let's move on to the Premier Class then. Heat 1, Webb whole shot. No, don't see Webb get many whole shots, actually, do you?
I don't know. He's always there. He's there or thereabouts, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's never like clear hole shot. I don't think you never see him like fly out the gate and get a clear hole shot.
That's a bit like Tomac, really. Yeah, he don't get always the best start.
But he's well known for that, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
I think he admitted this week, didn't he? He said the reason he's struggling a little bit at the moment is because the field's so stacked. If you don't get out at the start, it's not. You can't just come from 10th to 3rd anymore because 9th to 4th is just crazy riders to pass.
Yeah. The talent in this class is good.
You got to be the top. I think you got to be the top 4, top 5. It's with anything, isn't it? Even when we race, unless you've got that raw speed, like you see Erlings do it sometimes, don't you, in the world, but if you're not with them top 5 around the first lap, and you I don't think you're gonna, because their times are so close, aren't they? They got like, where are you meant to? I mean, unless you pull that jump that Sexton nearly done. That would be the only place.
That, have we? Do you reckon that was Stuart? Do you reckon he said that? Because obviously Stuart trains him, doesn't he? And we'll remember that. Yeah. I said that jump was doable though. If he pussied it, if he went further, he'd have landed.
When did you say that was doable? When did you eye that up and go, I tell you what, if I was there, I'd hit that and clear that.
That was doable, 100%.
I thought that was doable. The whole weekend,
they were slowing down so much that they were still jumping like 3/4 of the way to that.
I don't know. Because they was having to slow down that much.
Yeah.
I see.
I think if he went for it, he would have landed on the top of that tabletop, and then what did he do? Chip a 2 5 stitches on the inside, 5 on the outside, wouldn't
it? Yeah. Everyone was having stitches, weren't they?
Cool. Yeah. Apparently, there's a dent in his handlebar where his tooth hit.
Fucking hell, how did that? He's got some teeth, isn't he? if you think he's there, isn't it?
Yeah. He must have just smashed.
I don't know. I think for Stuart, Sexton's race back to go, I tell you what you need to do, Sexton. You need to freaking hit that boy, clear that.
But I want to see if I can find it. If there's anyone who's going to tell him to do it, it'd be him, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But I don't think it was the right time for his kind of like first kind of race back.
Oh, where did I see his face today?
But it was big. Like, he kind of nasty. He like dropped out of the sky, didn't he? Just kind of couldn't have landed any worse.
Yeah. I think he tried landing down the downside for the first single, but hit the face of the next one.
So Sexton, what about old Mullet? Old AP, Plessinger?
Yeah, class. I've got Go On Plessinger.
Yeah, I thought that was so good. It was like his 250 days.
Yeah, he looked loose again on the bike, didn't he? He was flying.
Yeah, it was so good to see him back. And he looked happy when he was on the podium and everything. He looked like he's enjoying his racing again.
Yeah, to get he got the old mullet and the tash up there, didn't he?
Yeah.
I had go on mullet dog. But mate, he is rapid. That the section where they come past the mechanics. How fast was that? That was that was giving my heart going, where they was coming through them like whoops, weren't they? And then they was like sending off that jump. Oh, and a couple of times they was coming out of it sideways and just nail like pinning.
I don't think Teddy does it justice. That single, I bet they're probably jumping like 60 foot or something, aren't they? And landing on the flat.
Yeah.
I thought Roczen looked good over that. He was one of the only ones to really scrub it hard a couple of times.
Yeah.
He's always good through the rollers at the start of it as well, and he was catching. Webb was having a bit of a mare, and
he looked slow through there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon I'd have probably been quicker than him through there, to be honest.
Barsha.
Yeah, they was having a bit of a ding dong, weren't they?
Yeah, and then Sexton, and then Fernandez. The old Frenchman.
Crafty, the old Frenchman.
Oh, Dino seems like he's struggling lately, doesn't he?
Well, he's been in 3 LCQs, hasn't he, lately?
That's what I mean. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Have we got the return of the Rocky?
I can't hear because we've got Rock Dog.
I'm going to hear something burrowing.
Yeah, he's out there with his ball out at the moment. He'll be on in a minute.
Yeah, Dino, 3 LCQs this season's a lot, isn't it, to go?
Yeah, but the field's stacked, isn't it? So I think is it kind of surprised to see him in there, because when you watch the LCQ, the race, the boys that are in it are stacked, isn't it? But,
yeah, I don't know. I think he might lose his factory ride though if he keeps doing that.
Yeah, I would think he will, because he even got dropped the other year, didn't he? But then they managed to somehow take him on again.
Yeah. Rockstar do like to look after him, but I don't, if they don't want to see people in their LCQ every week, do they? I don't know how much they put into him.
yeah,
He might be putting money into them as well. You never know.
Yeah, a lot of things like that. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors, do you? Because
No.
like a lot of these young teams these days, like you see these lads riding for these teams, but their dad's putting $8,000 of his own money into it anyway, just to ride under their banner, sort of thing.
like Ches.
He's just got loads of money.
If you had it though, you'd do it, I suppose, wouldn't you? If I had a load of money and could put my boy on a nice factory team and that, I think you would. But it's where you stop, innit? How far do you go?
That's one thing I would love to be, as a team manager for a little team. I think it'd be so good with all the little kids.
What a manager you'd be.
In class, isn't it?
That's all you need, is you on next to you on the line, isn't it?
Go on, my boy. Anyway, back to business. 450 heat 2.
No, talking of Wilson though, he was in a transfer spot, wasn't he? Got it wrong.
Yeah, he got it all wrong,
didn't he?
yeah, he did. I've got that. Oh, you've pushed me off where I was in.
Just heat 1 we was doing. Well, just finished heat 1.
Heat 2. This is where I nodded off. But I watched it again today. Yeah, I'm trying to find the picture. I'll see if my missus send it to me. I'll put it on there. It'd be good if you could send pictures in here, wouldn't it? Do you reckon you can on the Facebook?
I don't know. Woody might know. He's down with the technology.
Yeah,
mate,
he's young.
I have a clue, to be honest.
He's young. He's younger than us. He knows what he's doing. How old are you?
I'm 17.
Fucking just
Jesus Christ! You're just barely legal to come on the old webcam.
Fuck me, he's half my age. Don't be your dad boy. Fucking hell, that's nuts. Half my age. I'll see if she send it to me. Send me the picture of me last night.
Well, yeah, how good did Stuart look and qualify in the heat 2?
I think he looked awesome all night, I think.
Which them yams are fast, didn't they? See him through that sand.
Yeah,
them yams just rip.
They were hooking up, weren't they? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that Roczen is always pretty consistent through the heats, and that he seems to be getting a lot of heat wins this year.
Yeah, he said at the beginning of the season, didn't he? He wants to just win everything. He wants to win time practice, heats, but something we've been talking about anyway, isn't it? Like, do you think Roczen's Webb's in his head, or because did you see the interview after all the races where he's like, if Webb wants to play games, I can play games as well. So I hope he does give it back to him, because it does seem like Webb's in his head, to me personally. Like, it's all one way at the moment, and I won't say too much, obviously, because we've got to talk about the main, but Webb just always seems to come out on top, doesn't he, on the last lap?
Yeah, seems like he has just some sort of edge.
Yeah, I think he's got the edge over him, and it's 2 points now, isn't it?
Yeah. So
it's getting close.
I think they need to just let each other have it. Do you know what I mean? All this playing nice now, they're halfway through, and hopefully, I was talking to Ches today, he thinks Roczen's gone, like his head's gone.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Roczen come out now and just wallop, let Webb have it. God, mush, what a sight that is.
It's well fuzzy. You can't really see it, can you?
You got a little blanket on you as well.
That's me quilt.
You sleep in pajamas, do you?
I was just watching racing. I nodded off. I'll see if I can put it in the group. It's quite a funny picture. There's me doing my research. Let's see if I can put it in there.
Yeah, you was working hard, getting all your notes down there, weren't you?
Here we go. He's gone live now. Look.
You can only write a comment.
Can you?
I'll put it in the group later just for everyone to laugh at. Me working hard. Yeah, I've got Malcolm Stewart on that as well. Anderson down, chaos in the sand.
Anderson come all the way back to 8th, didn't he? From dead.
Yeah.
Did you see him spin off on the grass?
Yeah, he's well wiped out, didn't he? Like, because I didn't realise it was really cold and windy, wasn't it?
Yeah, they was moaning. There was all coats on and jackets and stuff, weren't they?
Yeah, I think the grass might have been a bit damp. He just sort of spam round, didn't he?
Yeah, I saw that. Like a couple of riders, even some of the 250s were going wide, and you could tell they had no grip out there.
It's like the old ply they put down sometimes gets slippery, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, LCQs, Reese, what you got?
The LCQ. That's what I missed, didn't it?
Yeah,
that's what he said.
You dropped me in it there.
Come on, you sure that was a picture weren't you asleep?
Did you? LCQ? Hey?
Yeah, I was like, oh.
So now I've got the boy who come on, Moran's ripping a hole shot.
Yeah, all right. Let's do the 250 one first.
All right, sorry. back to 250.
Get on ahead of yourself. 2 red flags in that. Joey Crown hole shot the first one.
Yeah.
I didn't see Alves who went down hard the first one. Was it Alves?
Yeah.
Obviously caused a red flag. Crown got out front again on the second one, but he went down. I think. Do you reckon he got knocked out? I didn't manage to get time to research that, but he looked really still, didn't he, when he was laying on the bike there? Yeah,
he weren't moving, was he? And then when he cracked me up, when he got up, he got put on the back of the old buggy, didn't he? And then he put his goggles back on.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, he's going back to the line, and he just gave it a little hey.
And he was probably where he banged his head. He was probably still like, "Am I going right now? What am I doing?" But
it's a shame, really, because I think he deserved to be in the main because he was out front, wasn't he? And he just had a bit of bad luck. Obviously, he had to restart, and then crashed. But did you see his crash? Did you? Like, kind of, they only have to get it wrong a little bit. Like, front end dropped a tad, didn't it?
Yeah, same as like when Faulkner crashed, wasn't it? That sort of, when you see him give it the old, get back over the bike.
Stretching.
Yeah, so, it was a shame for him, I think.
He's got speed.
So I didn't even write down the results there. Sorry, Reese, flagging you off. I didn't write the results.
That Manous, however you say it, won
Manales, wasn't it?
And then Masterpool was second.
Yeah, and I think he come back from near on last, didn't he?
Mate.
He crashed.
Harrison.
Yeah, Mitchell Harrison. Yeah, he had a good ride to get back to. Did he get third in the end? Yeah,
it must get your heart rate going in them last chance if you're at the back, especially being like factory ride. You must think, oh my god.
They definitely should mic him up for the last chance. Oh, that should be a feature of. Did you know that some of the track crew changed a few jumps of Carmichael's design?
Why?
I don't know. They said they think it would ride better the way they added a few bits in.
I'd be pissed off if I was Carmichael.
450. Our man Moran's class lad. Shame he wasn't last week because me and Dow had 100 quid with him. He wouldn't get old shot. But he flew out the gate, didn't he?
Yeah.
But he faded quite a lot. I think he ended up about 8th, didn't he?
I wouldn't say he faded.
Just it was quick, wasn't it?
Yeah, you had like McElrath, you had Oldenburg, you had some fast boys. But was that Sterling and that in there as well in the 450s.
Yeah, well, Moran's, McElrath.
Did you have
Bowers,
Chisholm?
Yeah, Chizzy.
So I wouldn't say he faded. I think the speed that they've got, Mesh, is unreal. So
because Dino was in there as well, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, Dino was in there.
Yeah, he didn't dominate, did he? He only won it by the last lap.
Yeah.
He had a couple of cases, didn't he? Cased a few of the jumps.
Yeah. McElrath couldn't even get up couldn't even get anywhere near it.
Yeah, McElrath, Moran's Tyler Bowers, Freddie Norrin all out with the main.
Yeah. Did you
Crazy.
see McElrath doing endo in the sand?
No, I didn't see it. No.
Which is class. Looks like someone dug a hole. He just literally goes like stops dead and goes right over the handlebars. But I wonder what they must say when they go back. Like I know McElrath's just come back, but when you don't make the main, I wonder what the move is like round.
Yeah, but it's not great.
Hmm.
You think he'd make it, wouldn't you? He'd run last year, ran out the front of the whole 250s. You can't be that slow, can you?
Mm.
Does that just show the difference between the 250 and 450 though?
Yeah, but I don't know. If you can ride a bike, you can ride a bike, can't you? Surely.
That's the thing.
I agree with Woody here. I think it does show that because you're looking at Fernandez, like he has got blistering pace, but to put it all together, I think when they go to the 450 to be a top 450 rider, I think they have to have the whole package. Just that, like these days, like you see Sin Cirillo, don't you? He's got the fastest. He set the fastest in qualifying, but then sometimes he needs like the kind of how long like Roczen and that have been in the 450 division now. They're racecraft and they know when to kind of put it on and lay it off, kind of thing. I think it's not just all about being because they're all fast, aren't they? You can see that when they bang their laps in, like a fast lap. But I think
it's consistent fast laps, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, to put it all in from start to finish is a whole different ball game in that 450 class. So yeah,
it seems like AC can't stay away from an injury either.
No, he's just prone to him at the moment, and he just seems to just keep picking out small little niggles. Like, what's he, collarbone at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Before that was his wrist, wasn't it?
Chris Packett wrist. 250 main. Styles, Robertson, whole shot. So we talked about him a bit earlier, but he looked comfortable, didn't he, out front?
Yeah.
He didn't look like he was putting a foot wrong, really. Yeah,
he just checked. He looked checked out for a look. He kind of had a bit of a lead, didn't he? Like comfortable lead, and I kind of forgot about him for a little bit because there's quite a lot going on behind him.
Yeah, I think I've got a rookie Robertson led for over half the race. He's only 19 years old. That's awesome for him just to get a bit of time out front. Daytona.
That is one of the things I put down. Actually, I thought all the rookies and some of the younger lads this weekend done so much better than they normally would.
Yeah, they all stepped up, didn't they? I think they all had a good weekend. All the rookies.
Do you think it's because of the track? Because I think most of them are pretty good. Or if you have a look at them outdoors, do you think they preferred the kind of track being a bit more outdoorsy than an actual Supercross track? Do you reckon that's why they done a bit better this week, or do you just think they just all stepped up a little bit?
I don't know really.
Come on, Reese.
I don't know really. I think like if you look at a lot of the amateur racing, it seems like outdoors is a bit bigger in amateur racing.
So yeah, they've got the arena cross.
Yeah.
It's more like a motocross track, and that one though. So it's a good point. I think it might come into it. Well, we'll see next week when we go to Arlington next week. Yeah. Bad start for McAdoo and Cooper. McAdoo wasn't too bad, but Cooper was well down, wasn't he?
He did come off, I think, didn't he?
I think he got caught on a tough block.
Yeah, he got stuck, yeah. And you got it all to do there, haven't you?
Yeah. And then Lawrence went down in the sand, didn't he? I
was gutted. I thought he was going to kind of push and get up there, and I wanted him to. And then, I think he made the old sand took another victim, didn't it?
Yeah. But I reckon that was proper deep, though. I don't reckon the telly even did that justice.
No.
Because they all looked like they were struggling through there, didn't they? If they went up the inside, that inside berm just looked like it just sunk the bike in, before, especially the 250 to get going again.
Yeah, that was basically coming out of there like stop dead pretty much.
Yeah, hooking up, just all leaning back, trying to get a bit of weight to the back.
If they're looking slow in there, yeah. If they look slow, then do you know what I mean? That shows how hard that must be.
Yeah, seriously hard. But
I thought the outside looked quicker.
Because it's a long old way round. That the inside was working quicker, but you had to really rail the outside to make it work. And it wasn't like, I think what they could have done is, I might let Carmichael know this actually, that they could have made a little section after that. So as they were coming out, if they went wide, they had a chance of like tripling in and the others were only doubling, you know, rather than do that. Because that's quite a slow tabletop they were doing there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's all they needed after the sand section. Bolty turns out in his digger and builds a triple in the sand section.
You know, me and RC will have a little chat.
For them to try and get over.
I will get him on here. RC's coming on one day. Yeah, Reese mentioned him earlier. Pierce Brown, awesome ride for him, I think. First ride back, straight on the podium. I think he's only about 19 years old as well, isn't he? I think he's quite young.
I think he's one of the younger ones. And that, like I said earlier, they all sort of stepped up. And I thought that was mega to see because it's going to be good confidence for him going into the other rounds and going into outdoors.
Definitely. Yeah, it's going to be class. I'm an outdoors fan. I prefer the outdoors.
He didn't seem to flag either, did he? I thought his fitness might have, but like the last lap, because Cooper, I think
Cooper was pushing him, wasn't he? Yeah, all the way over the line.
And I was thinking, don't let him have it, don't let him have it. But the last lap, he just got his head down and kind of looked like he was like, no, I'm taking the podium, and yeah, he looked. I'll be happy with it. It was a strong ride from him, and I think like Reece said, going from Daytona, it only built his confidence. So we'll see how they come out, obviously at the next round.
Yeah, but we haven't really spoke about McAdoo. It was a massive note for him, wasn't it?
He taking the win.
Yeah, he looked fast all night, but to win, I don't know, Daytona must be special anyway, but to make it your first ever race win, and like they were saying on the commentary, he was stepped in at, was it Geico Honda?
Yeah,
that's the one.
He stepped in at Geico as a support rider, and where else did he ride? Oh, Troy Lee, didn't he? He stepped in for Troy Lee last year. And then there's to get a pro circuit ride and, you know, repay Mitch with a win. That's awesome, isn't it, I think?
Yeah. Because I think last season he did show kind of glimpses of speed. And you could see all day, like in qualifying heats. And I think when he must have knew that Cooper weren't out front. So I think it was his chance to kind of get to the front and get his head down and try and but yeah, like you said, it took him after the race, didn't it, to catch up with who was leading it? Robertson, wasn't it?
Styles Robertson, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm hoping. I think there's a fire McAdoo up now for the and it made him go points lead. He's gone into the points lead now, I think.
Yeah. He's got the red plate.
So
2002, Pierce Brown was born. What does that make him? What were we, 21? Yeah, 19 as well. So 2 people under the age of 20 on C Reece. You still got time, 2 years.
God, I'll be pro going to America, mate.
2 years you can stand on the podium at Daytona.
God, that'd be mega, that would.
Give us a shout out.
Oh yeah, I'll do it all over.
Yeah, so I don't think McAdoo's that old though, is he?
No, they're all quite young. They just seem really old, don't they?
At 20, I want to know what I was doing at 20 years old. McAdoo.
I thought Martin was in for a shout at the start of the race.
24 McAdoo is.
Oh, was he?
Veteran.
Yeah, I thought about Alex Martin as well, but I put down that he faded loads.
Yeah, I don't know if, you know, that bang on the head was quite heavy, wasn't it, I think, from that. He said he can't remember anything. He can't remember anything from after the start of the main event till like 3 o'clock the next morning. Really? Yeah.
Cool. I could do with a concussion now and then if that's what it does.
Just a little lay-in, like.
Had a gut up after a week's work, isn't it? Yeah, I could do a bit of concussion. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. So it went McAdoo, Robertson, Brown, Cooper.
Thanks.
Yeah, last year's winner.
He
was pro circuit last year as well, wasn't he? So
yeah, he won it.
Well, Paynton's had 2 wins on the trot there, hasn't he?
Yeah,
I had him down for the win.
Oh yeah, March Banks.
Yeah, they seemed to sort of bin him off after he had his injury. Though that was a bit weird because he got a win for him, got injured, and then that was it.
Yeah, I reckon there's got to be more to that, isn't there? Because even like the commentators didn't know that he just got binned off. Really, But I think even he was a bit pissed off that he didn't get, another ride.
Yeah, I don't think he likes it, because I think it might have been last weekend that he cleaned out one of the Pro Circuit riders as well.
Yeah, if I'm going, I'm taking you with me.
Yeah, just to prove a point, you know what I mean?
Yeah, wallet. And then Hunter Lawrence. So at least that championship's still well wide open. I know we're only 2 rounds in, but
yeah, I wouldn't sleep on Hunter because he's 4th in the points.
Oh yeah, there's still a few of them that can,
and it's all still quite close. Even Marchbanks he's 3rd in the standings now.
Yeah, so I mean, there's still loads to go in it. What they had 2, they got 6 more, haven't they?
Yeah.
And then the East-West Showdown.
Mm.
Is that the one we're going to try and do live, or is it the one before that? No,
the last round starts at 1.
Imagine then I'm like that.
Cormish, yeah. Just chatting, just hear the old on the mic and that. Then just keep waiting. Hey, what? Yeah.
Robertson gone down.
No, we're trying to do it because I think, but like Ches said, we might all be back riding then, but we should be able to sort something because that's the only one we'll be able to do. But it'd be good to watch the last one as well from all there.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's Saturday though, anyway, isn't it?
No, it's a Sunday, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's a Sunday. I'll double check.
Okay.
I got a thing down about Cooper being a lot faster than his 2 teammates as well. Like Fletcher and that Jarrett Fry. He absolutely miles quicker than them.
They're good riders though, both of them. Jarrett Fry and Nate Thrasher are both good riders. But yeah, I think Cooper looked probably faster than most people, to be honest, on the night. I think it was only McAdoo, maybe Lawrence and Brown that could have, kept the pace with him because he just looked like he was easily overtaking people, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah, it was nothing for that night.
There weren't a lot of, he just seemed to hit the jumps and scrub and just hit everything harder, I think.
Intensity, innit?
I think he's got it. Who do you reckon's going to get the overall on that? If at the end of the season, who do you reckon? I reckon he'd do it, I do.
What do you reckon, Woody?
I think it would be Cooper overall as well.
Yeah, he just looks like he's got that intensity, and he's fast. Yeah, I think, like you say though, if he don't get out front though, he does struggle a little bit.
And he's already been in the class for a year, so
yeah, he's got that bit of experience in there, hasn't he?
I reckon McAdoo would give it to him.
Do you?
I reckon Cooper's going to start buckling a little bit.
No.
He looked like he was buckling a little bit the weekend. I know he did get back to 4th, but normally he's a good starter, isn't he? And I know they mucked about with his tyre, and he said, "Oh, I'm going to gamble," and
that didn't pay off.
No, it didn't pay off. Idiot.
Right, 4 fiddies. Unless you boys have got anything else.
No, I ain't got nothing.
No, not really, mate.
So the 450 start I thought was quite interesting the way because Tomac had a shit jump. I thought he was going to come around in mid pack, and then Webb absolutely sent Roczen to the outside, didn't he? And then Tomac just somehow squeezed right up the inside. And got to the front.
Sneaky, wasn't he?
I don't know how he did it. If you watch it again, even I think he was about 10th or 11th, and then he just went nipped around.
He looked tuck tight, didn't he? Where they all kind of drifted out.
But what a night for him, eh? To win 5, match Carmichael's 5 wins at Daytona, and it was a 700 Supercross race as well.
Yeah.
So what a night for him.
I did think that thing about Webb taking Roczen wide was a bit weird because it was like he'd rather lose a position than have Roczen in front of him.
Webb's so good at getting in your head, I reckon. He just because it worked. Because look, see how angry Roczen was when he come off.
Yeah.
Like Webb just. I could just imagine him sniggling or something underneath, going, "Yeah, got him again." Yeah. But yeah, I just think Webb is such a player, and I think he could get under Roczen's skin and lose in the championship. I think, Webb's strong, isn't he?
You got to do what you got to do sometimes, haven't you? And all right, he went wide and he probably didn't have to, but when this Webb knows Roczen is obviously in front of him in the standings, so he's got to try and hope for a little bit of bad luck. And if that's meaning he didn't run him off the track, did he?
No, it wasn't nothing malicious. No, just
I see. Webb said he said I'll see an opportunity, and I took it. So I think Roczen hopefully he's going to start kind of giving it back to him a little bit. I'm hoping.
I think Roczen looked faster than him on the day. He obviously cased that triple, didn't he? And lost that position, which cost him. But I think he would have done him then. He had the speed on him. But
I think that
always.
Roczen was saying about playing games and all that, but that's what Webb is all about, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's his his persona, isn't it? He'll mess you about, mess your head.
Apparently, on the starting line, he's chatting shit to everyone.
Yeah, have you seen the video of him when he goes to Tomac? You ready to play game today? It's class.
Yeah.
I likes when he holds the pit bull up. That's the better one.
That's mega, wasn't it?
He puts the red plate out or something like that. Shows and Roczen's next to him, just puts it across to show him. Well, you got to do. They're not there. They're not mates, are they? None of them. They're all there to make money and win. So if you got to be that one who stirs it a little bit, then so be it. It's working.
Yeah, it's good. It's keeping the championship alive, isn't it? There's no outright runner. It is. Tomac has closed it up a bit this week. What's he down at 24 now? He beyond, but it's them two really in the total hunt at the moment, isn't it?
You didn't need. I think with them riders, when they come into that first corner, the last rider you want to see going first into that corner is Tomac, though, because as soon as I see him, I thought, oh, mate, he's going to be going. Like he said, didn't he? When he come out clear, he thought, I'm just putting my head down and going.
Do you think their bikes sounded so fun? There was a real roar to them this weekend. I don't know. I don't know if it's the way the cameras were or the microphones, but you could just really hear that 450 grunt.
What did you lot think of the kart cam they had that run next to the track? I thought that was quite smart.
Yeah,
that is.
Yeah, imagine walking out in front of that, just mullered someone because they're looking at the camera. Yeah, I think some of the camera stuff they do is awesome. I think
shows how far they go, doesn't it?
Exactly. You can't when you're watching it, you don't see how going through their whoop sections. They're probably doing 45, 50 mile an hour, aren't they, through there?
That cut went flat out.
Yeah, that was going fast. Again, Plessinger, what a ride for him. I think is put a statement on see if you can do it again next weekend though. See if you can put two together.
Yeah, not just a one-off.
But what a cool geezer he is. Proper Texas. Yeah, fucking.
Yeah. I think it shows how much they put in training when they make the box, and that it must be such a relief that they're all their hard work, because it must piss them off that you train week after week and injuries and come back and you're not getting the results you want. It must be so hard mentally.
You don't see what goes on behind closed doors, though, do you? They train, they get injured, they come back from injury. His missus is 37 weeks pregnant. Fucking nuts.
Well, that's got to be good for Plessinger, considering what he was doing last year. This year is so much better.
It's a different rider, isn't he, this year, I think?
Yeah, they said he was 24 points more ahead or something like that than he was last year.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's right. Good facts, Reece. Well done, mate.
I'm on the fact too.
You're on the fact, but he's on the fact wagon as well. Can't believe we haven't had many comments tonight. Quiet old night.
It was the 14th year as well. RC's designed the track.
Yeah, it is.
That's some years, isn't it? Don't feel like he's been doing it that long, but.
How good was it watching it? You showed me, didn't you? Of him. Have you seen it, Reece, doing press day?
Yeah, I thought that's quite smart.
Mate, you just go 90-foot triple.
Yeah.
How long
while talking
now? Yeah.
And
this is me just going nipping over here.
I'm going to miss out the whoops. Oh, right.
But yeah.
The sound looked unreal, didn't it? As well.
Yeah, It's a bit like when you ride. Have you ever rode Dunkirk, Reese?
Nah.
Plague. Get on there on a good day. It looks amazing. Go on a bad day, it's horrific.
Yeah, I've seen some of the footage on a bad day, and like, how do they even stay on?
Honestly, mate, I've tried riding around now. I felt like a novice. Honestly, I've done 2 laps, pulled in. I've got a cheeseburger.
Can't blame
you. What else have I got on here? Roczen sings Pumped on Webb. Fight talk. Will we see it? Don't know. We'll see this weekend, I think.
I thought Roczen, when Roczen don't get a good start, he's good to watch, isn't he? Because he makes some moves, doesn't he? And he don't muck about. And you know he's going to start making his way to the front, like his line choices and stuff. And he does these little extra things, kind of. He's good to watch when he comes through the pack, I think.
Yeah, he looks different from last season as well. He's got his confidence back now, isn't he? I think he looks like himself again. You know, willing to put his bike anywhere and chuck it sideways, and you forget the injuries he's had.
What do you think about Barsha?
Bam Bam. Well, I haven't got nothing down on Bam Bam.
Nah, I didn't. He got 6th, and I think he just had a pretty average main, really.
Yeah, I haven't really got. What have you got on Barsha then?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought I thought I'd missed something.
Nah, you thought you were gonna be old fat come flying in, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought it must have been a kip again by that.
Nah, I thought he needed to kind of be there because I know he is out of the title race a bit now, but he kind of just had a bit of a quiet. I thought that track kind of would have suited him a bit because he's quite aggressive, isn't he? So
yeah, he's just not setting the world on fire again, is he? He's just like average Joe again.
I did think Stewart was pretty good this weekend. He's slowly building on that pace.
Mate, he's awesome this weekend, I think.
Yeah, he looks like he always gets in a good flow because he's like his brother. He's always whipping everywhere, and he just looks smart to watch.
Apart from, well, it must be good actually. Star Racing, they had a 3 and 5 this week, didn't they? Which is awesome for them in the 450s.
I thought he was going to get Webb at one point, Stuart.
Yeah, and Roczen. He caught Roczen, didn't he, at one point?
Yeah,
I
thought he's coming through here. I want him to have a podium. I'd love him to get on the podium.
Yeah, it'd be good to see him on the podium, wouldn't it? But I reckon that track suits his track at home a little bit.
Yeah.
I haven't got anything else unless you boys have.
No, I just want to say about Stewart and the track suiting him. Like Daytona it seems like a real fast-paced track going through the sections and that. And I think that's what their compound would be like at home.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Their compound, doesn't it? That would love to spend a day there, wouldn't you, watching them walk around there?
I don't think you'd get round it. I wouldn't get round that.
Yeah, not me riding. I'll have another cheeseburger and watch him go around.
Yeah, the track's unreal, isn't it? Like, some of them jumps are insane, mate. They are massive.
Yeah, no, I'd love to go to their land, just watch the boys go around. Really.
It's good when we went to Glen Ellen, though, wasn't it? You see them their actual speed and that is unreal.
Reece, you'll have to do that when you're 21.
What's that?
Go to. We've been to America to ride twice.
Oh yeah.
So you hire the bikes and you get to go. You do like a package. You get like the villa, the bikes, and then you go and watch. We've watched the Monster Energy Cup and Glen Ellen. But you ride all. But the good thing about Glen Ellen, like you ride all week before, but you're at the same track as all the boys.
Yeah.
So we were there, and there was like Dungy, Faulkner. Who else was there? Loads of people. Osborne, Anderson. But they just walk around like normal, just park up next to you, and McGrath.
Yeah.
Nuts. So yeah, but wait till you're 21 so you can go and get pissed out there as well.
Yeah, that'd be a good laugh. It seems like over there, like all of the pro riders ride all the tracks that are there, and they ain't really bothered about who else is riding them. No,
they have their own pro sessions though. Obviously, they wouldn't let me out and have a little battle with who else was? There's loads of them there, wasn't there? It was like a blooming meeting, wasn't it? There was all flying around.
Old thingy went out though, didn't he?
Joe.
Ben Harrison.
Oh, Ben, Ben did, didn't he? Yeah. He's fast enough.
Off that jump at the back, didn't he?
Yeah.
Nearly broke his ankles.
Right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Reece, thanks for coming on, mate. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for supporting the page and, you know, liking and sharing everything. We appreciate it. Obviously, we want to do it. If we can build something for everyone and, you know, one day, hopefully, you might be able to help out a few riders like yourself, get you a few bits and bobs if we can. Once we start making money, we, you know, try and help out other people. But till then, you have to help us out.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. It's been mega. I've really enjoyed it. And yes,
that's good, mate. You're welcome to come on again soon on the outdoors or something. So we're sort of saying for you.
I'll happily come on again, mate. It's been mega.
What did you spend your money on anyway? Have you bought anything, or did you just back burner it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to save it for now. But I did buy. I did book in for Washbrook, so that kind of went into that.
Good on you, mate. Again, appreciate your time, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Nice one.
See you later.
Mate.
Cheers, Woody.
Mate. See you later.